Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 6th grade concept of area and volume. This is standard 6.8D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 32 of the 2024 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called Equation Editor. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So for our equation editor, we'll simply need to type in the answer rather than selecting from multiple choice. First, let's solve this. We have the dimensions of a rectangular prism that are shown in meters. And then what is the volume of the rectangular prism in cubic meters? Okay, so this is how we could visualize this if we wanted to. Right, so we see our dimensions here. We've got 5.5 going this way. So let's draw some meter markers here. So I'm going to try to draw that 5, and that's not really right where it needed to be. Let me try it one more time here. I want to draw a half is what I want to do. And then I want to draw that 5. Okay, so let's pretend this is 5.5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here's my half. And then what we could do is we can extend these lines back here that are parallel to that side. And this is just going to be one layer, so it's actually going to be pretty easy for us to see here, right? We can kind of see it like that. Now, I know it's one layer because that height is 1. So sometimes you'll get them to stack up, but we don't have to worry about the stack. It's just that 1 meter. Now what we have are we need 3 meters to go back here, right? 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to draw some lines that cut across like this. All right, so if we wanted to, assuming these were straight lines, we could literally count to see how many of these we have, knowing that these ones over here, they're just halves, right? We could count if we wanted to. So let's see what we would get here, right? So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 up to this point. Because really, look what I've got. I've got 5, and then it goes back 3. 5 by 3 would be 15, and it's only one layer. It gets tricky, and you can't really draw it if there's more than one layer. So I've got my 15, and then I've got my halves, right? So I've got 15 and a half, 16, 16 and a half. So I'm thinking it's going to be 16.5, and then these are cubes, so cubic meters. Now, that's just drawing a picture. Is there a faster way to do this? Yes, there is. Let's look at our reference materials. We are looking at volume, rectangular prism, base times height. Volume equals BH. So what does that mean? When volume equals BH, this B right here is the area of the base times the height. Well, my height is 1. So it's the volume of the base times 1, which is just, volume of the base. So if we looked at this as an area, right, this is going to be length times width. So another way to look at this would be length times width times height. That's another way to look at it. So what's my length and width? Well, 5.5 times 3. So that's going to be 15. That's going to be 15, 16. Now we kind of ignore the decimal until the back side, and now we're done multiplying. We say there's one digit behind the decimal in the factors, so there needs to be 1 digit behind the decimal in our products. So you notice we came out with the same answer. We would multiply 16.5 times 1, which gets us 16.5. So our answer is 16.5. We have a few different ways that we can actually represent that if we wanted to. Probably the simplest way would be to just go ahead and just type in here 16.5. Now, the system is smart enough if you wanted to make that a mixed number, right? You can type in your 16, then hit this fraction button, and then type in something that is equivalent to 1/2, like 16 and 1/2. That also works.